The playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go here on this Saturday. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium, and now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
Right to the air, it's Mayfield. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Chase Brown. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll lead to a second down. On on the bootleg. It's Mayfield. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 4th down, Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Handoff, Gibbs running left. Second down and 8. They go play action with Mayfield. That's caught by Gibbs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you,
that is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Here's Here's a designed run. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And they will finally run him down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Brown now to return it. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. You couldn't ask for a better turn of momentum. Not only did they score, Greg, but then they kick it off, and they scored again.
Well, how many times, Mike, do you hear teams talking about the double dip, right? You go in before the half, you score, you come out of the break, and you score again. They were able to do a double dip without ever having to go to the halftime break. I mean, back-to-back chances to score before the opposing offense even has a chance to take the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Baker to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Williams in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll air one out for Higgins. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Damari Mathis.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
A run now with McLaughlin. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! First and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And out of bounds it goes, just shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle, trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And that one going to be thrown down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's it.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big-time play for the Broncos. 38 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And he'll take this down to about the 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first down is Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Williams in motion. They'll throw now 3rd and forever. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 95 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this...
He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. This is 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Bengals. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Back to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is going to score. A a pick six for the touchdown. McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Now he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, yeah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs! It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game.